Welcome back to another Ruthless Ideas podcast. Today, sadly, I only did one video this week, which was called I Turned My Childhood Sketch into a Product. So that's a bit sad, but I am slowly starting to understand YouTube, and I have some pretty cool videos kind of planned for next week, and I'm super excited. So let's get into it. First off, this video I did this week was part of the new series of trying to make content people actually want to watch. And so the whole point was trying to take people back to their childhood where they also remember things that they used to draw or used to make, and kind of just reigniting that flame into making it into a product today. So sad to say it didn't work as I expected, mainly because there's two uses for this product. And that was it. It was either an armrest or a can holder. And I don't need any of those today. Like, there's not a time where I'm going to use it. And so for me, kind of a pointless product. And also, I did kind of have to shrink down the product just because the original product was gigantic and would have probably taken 20 hours to print, if not more than a day. So didn't want that. So I 3D printed them smaller and then tried to make it my own way. It just didn't turn out good, was not a good product in the first place, which was very unfortunate, honestly, because I thought it was going to be cool. But you know what? It is what it is. I was able to kind of upgrade my videos as well, where better thumbnail, better title, and better intro, which kind of leads us to our second point. So my videos are starting to do better just because I've actually tried with the thumbnails and not trying to keep the same like branding, because before I did branding of an old TV to kind of bring old stuff back to new. That didn't work because it was lazy and no one really saw it and was interested in that, because you're not going to click on something that looks boring and pointless. So with the new like thumbnails, I've been kind of doing a bunch of research on different YouTubers, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and actually trying to implement that into my videos, which has seemed to help a ton. And it's more experience for me, as well as I enjoy doing it. It just does take more time, which was kind of why I only did one video this week, is like I had to 3D print all the products as well as design the toys and design the thumbnail, and that took a lot longer. So yeah, but some of the things I have learned from YouTube is the thumbnail needs to be intriguing, have some part of the final product in it where the person understands, like, they see the goal. So it's kind of like a race. You see the trophy, you understand what you're getting. You just still have to do the process of getting there. And so in YouTube videos, you kind of show the end product of what they're getting, and then the reward for finishing the product or the whole video is that end product, which is very good. And like, I don't know, it helped me understand more about YouTube. And so now I have to try and give that same thing of like, here is the final product, watch me get to it. But quote from Mr. Beast is, it has to be so incredibly interesting that people would hate to miss out on it, or it would nag them day in and day out if they didn't watch it. And so getting them to immediately click on it, immediately seeing the thumbnail and title combination, immediately gets them to click on it. So kind of crazy, but I think honestly, if it's not clickbaity, doing the title and making it the most effective is the best. Like if you have a good title, like, I don't know, I guess I could talk about my one video next week that I plan on doing, which in my opinion is going to be one of the best videos I do because I'm putting in a ton more time, a ton more energy, and it is that kind of clickbaitiness, but you still get an outcome. And so what it is, it's I saved my parents' lives with one product. So it immediately catches of someone could have died, but they didn't, and it's your parents. Whoa, I need to click on it. How did it save their lives? And so then you have to start. So then I start off the video of me falling off of a ladder. And so it's just like that combination of I have to have a good thumbnail. So I'll probably show the product because then they know, okay, that product saves his parents from dying. How? You're not going to be able to look at it and go, oh, cool. That product saved his life. I don't care how. That's cool. And so it's like getting that combination of it. And so that's why I think it's going to do good, as well as just like, I don't know. It just is fun to try. And with my kind of not need, but desire to constantly learn, YouTube is such a great thing because I'm constantly learning new things, trying new things, and it's the best like trial and error thing. That's why I like 3D printing is because you get to trial and error the products until they work. With YouTube, you trial and error until it works, because if you don't, and if you just stay complacent with what you're doing, like kind of how I did the past 6 months, I literally had a template of how I made my videos, not off of any based research, just how it was easy for me. Put the stuff in there, made the exact same thumbnail every single time, just changing the picture, and that was it. And it was boring. The videos weren't interesting. The content wasn't good, which sucked. The thumbnail was awful, and the title was even worse. And so it's like, now I've started to learn, okay, so like the whole of May was me, kind of May and June, was me doing things that, like trying to up the content and make cool content, as well as having something interesting to make. I just never changed the thumbnail or title. And so now that I know this, I've started to change the content, make it more interesting, capture people in the beginning. I took out my intro that I have because I don't have a base of people where I need an intro, as well as it was boring and it didn't capture the people, which really sucked because I thought it would. But other than that, making these thumbnails better, like spending actual time and using Photoshop and putting my face, putting these different words and the colors and just everything is fun. And it's just like, the more you look at it, the more you see, you dissect other people's YouTube channels. And so you go through and you're like, okay, well, Mr. Beast has these himself in every single thumbnail, except it's kind of not him. It's like an AI version of him, or like a weirdly animated version of him. So it's not specifically him as well. But then you take that and you go, okay, look at all these other YouTube channels, all these popular ones like The Sidemen or KSI or what was another one? I don't know. But like them, they all have these AI versions of themselves where they can kind of make their expressions anything, as well as the position they are in the like thumbnail. Because like the main one I look at is like Mr. Beast's recent one of the weight loss. It's literally him, fat, him with abs, and a sign holding up day 0, and then a sign him holding up a sign saying day 100. And then the title is lose 100 pounds, $25,000. That's all it says. So, but you look at it and you're like, that's an insane thing. Is it 100 days he loses 100 pounds? Or what is that? But if he does do that, then he gets $250,000. I need to watch that because I need to know how it goes. Because you never know. How does it go? does he end up doing it? How many days does it take him? And so it's like you get all of that from just the thumbnail and title. And then you're like, well, I gotta watch it now. I can't not. And so just looking at all that is kind of fun and entertaining, as well as like, it also kind of sucks because I base all my content around kind of 3D printing, and there's only a certain amount of things you can do with 3D printing. Only a certain amount of people like 3D printing. A lot of people don't find it interesting, or you have to try and entertain them for longer with more than just 3D printing. And then it's like, am I losing a sense of myself? And so that's why, like, with this falling video, it's more than just the 3D print. It is the outcome that could happen if this product was not invented, i.e. made by me. And so it's like, man, you got to look at all that and see it, and it's crazy. It's just super fun, and I'm debating trying to not specifically start a new channel, but kind of using it as, because you see all these YouTubers who are like, yeah, it's not it's a little bit of the content, but I could start a new YouTube channel tomorrow and have it to 50,000 subscribers in a week or 2 weeks or whatever. And it's like, do I try that? Do I try and make a piece of content that's not related to 3D printing, but it's something crazy, insane, you have to watch, post one single video with all the knowledge I have, make an awesome thumbnail and post it? Because then it tests my ability to kind of replicate what I've learned, as well as possibly get another channel that does good. Because then I could not have to worry about keeping the same kind of arrangement that I'm doing with the 3D printing. But again, I don't have to stick to it. It's just something I would find more interesting for longer in times. So it's kind of crazy, kind of cool, and something that is so much fun to do. So yeah, it's been a blast. So, but also next week, Saturday, so 7/19/2025, I will be doing a 24-hour stream where I design 12 products. And so this is a video to make content for, where if I'm going to do 24 hours, I might as well try and stream it, just so that I can kind of maybe make more than just that kind of content out of it, and I can add some background of it. Because it's like, am I really going to record myself privately for 24 hours? No. So I'd rather make this a stream, as well as I get to use the same thought process and model as Mr. Beast does with this 100 pounds thing, because it's a time and a goal. I don't win anything, but designing 12 brand new products in 24 hours, is that possible? What am I gonna make? It's just that giant question mark that pops up in everyone's head, as well as how long is it? Is it a 45 to 50 minute video? Probably not, because no one's really going to want to watch that. But if I can make it under 20 minutes, say you click it and it's a 15-minute video of 12 products I made in 24 hours, that's kind of crazy. And then you get to see the progression of how intricate are the products, how cool are they, would you use them, or do I just look like an insane person? I don't know. But then you get all those kind of background things with the streams as well. So I am super excited. So go check that out. Ruthless Ideas on Twitch, YouTube, maybe Facebook. I'm trying to do it where I stream on like 6 or 7 different platforms, but some people have different kind of needs for it. But go check it out. It's awesome, and I'm super excited for it. So yeah, it's going to be sweet. Then you can go comment and maybe give me ideas or something like that. And if I am kind of like faster than I plan, then I'll start doing challenges and possibly sell the stuff as well. That's one of the goals I want to do, is live sell the products I make, which would be cool. So, kind of awesome, kind of sweet. It's love. I just love doing this, and it is so much fun. So, thank you very much, and I hope you tune in next week, Saturday, on Twitch, Ruthless Ideas. Come join, come see, and it's going to be a blast. So, thank you very much, and I will talk to you, either next Friday or Saturday. Goodbye.